DLSUD, a really well-placed Senator much here comes the back, and the back plus the kill tap has landed. Boy, and the Talon Swing gonna go in for the kill, and that is gonna be Demigod. So Teleport also comes in as well. Nocturne with the fire arrow. The gap in, let's secure the. Okay, there's a flash in, and big comes, habol dito. Wow, the damage.
Welcome back, ladies and gents, to Garena LOL Collegiate League 2017 Summer Term South Conference Semifinals. So, of course, before we get into that, we are going to be introducing ourselves as your casters. Art Catty Serviceman. With me is Chisto, and medyo na-amaze pa ako sa pangyayari kanina nung Game 1. Kasi, grabe talaga. DLSUD, particularly Mad God, really just skyrocketed into sa kawalan, basically.
Yeah, I have to agree with you right there. Mad God definitely crushed his lane during that previous game, really carrying the early game for DLSUD and acting as that bridge that they needed in order to transition towards that late game and eventually the win.
Meanwhile, we'll just have to find out, will Siena College Taytay be able to make a comeback heading into Game 2 to even things out 1-1, or dire-diretso na ba tong si DLSUD na makakapasok ng finals rather for the South Conference? Let's go ahead and see as we head into the pick and ban phase.
Yeah, like we said, it is a best of series, so teams will be able to adapt. And right now, since we switch sides, we see Siena College Taytay already banning out key picks that were really helpful to DLSUD during that previous game in the Azir and Gragas.
Meanwhile, let's go ahead and recap everything before we head into the picks right there. Azir, Gragas, and Malzahar are going to be banned by Siena College of Taytay. Meanwhile, the Rengar, the Thresh, as well as the Trundle will be banned out by DLSL University Dasma.
It will allow SCT the first pick of the game, though. With all these bans, they will jump on the Jarvan, one of the strongest junglers in my opinion on the current patch. Very, very effective with all that lockdown and all that early game damage. Jarvan has that great level 2, but the response from DLSUD Dasma, these engaged options, Ornn and Sejuani, that's so much CC across those two champions, and I really like Ornn in the current match. Very low eco champion, you don't need that much gold. He'll be relevant throughout the game, very effective top laner.
Meanwhile, looks like SCT gonna be sticking to their guns here. Power going to be running this Snar once again. And the Lulu will be secured here by Hugh. We'll be denying that from K. And the LSUD wrapping up their composition with Asaya. So ban's going to be thrown out real quick here. Let me just go ahead and review everything. Rakan and the Orianna will be taken away from the LSUD, as well as the Syndra and the Varus. Second rotation of picks. Morgana picked out here for the LSUD. Tristana and Galio. And to cap it off, we have the Corki.
There's so many power picks from the side of SCT, and we've seen this comp a lot throughout the current meta. A Jarvan Galio combo, as well as the Gnar and the Tristana. There's so much protection and lockdown for just Babachin to free it on the members of DLSUD once his team sets him up. But there's so much safety as well coming from DLSUD. The Black Shield will be a pain to deal with, and the Featherstorm as well coming from Wigato, gonna just give so much more self-peel, so much safety in these explosive team fights. Let's just see, will SCT be able to snowball and use the strengths of their comp?
I think I remember DLSUD running Morgana quite a bit in previous terms, so it's nice to see that we'll be seeing it for the semifinals here. Meanwhile, for SCT, interesting. I'm wondering how this will fare for them, though. Like I mentioned, they're currently on the fence right now, because if they want to try to at least still make sure that they're in the running to make it to the finals, they have to win this game. It's all or nothing at this point for them. Meanwhile, the LSUD definitely building up great momentum here. Looking at their comp as well, I'm actually surprised that the Ornn was let through for this game. So we'll just have to see how that ultimately goes down for the LSUD in which case.
Yeah, SCT, they're trying to set themselves up for success. There's a massive wombo combo potential on their comp. We've seen those Jarvan Galios and the terrain created by Jarvan. You can Gnar people into that as well. And the knockup from Lulu combo, if they're able to land a massive wombo combo, all that protection coming from DLSUD won't matter at all.
Nope, not at all. But again, we'll just have to see. With things though for DLSUD, I'm really looking forward to how Mad God rather is going to be performing on this one, because earlier with the Camille, he just pretty much snowballed into Oblivion. Wherein Ornn, it's a little bit more of a different dynamic in comparison to Camille as far as how you play these two champions. But then again, with Power running this Gnar, I'm hoping that he'll be able to at least make up for the deficiency earlier, wherein he just ultimately lost a lot of relevance in the fights with DLSUD. So maybe we might be seeing a change of pace here for Power, but we'll just have to see as we head into Game 2. Once again, this is Siena College of Taytay looking to go even 1-1 against their opponent, De La Salle University Dasmariñas, currently sitting at a 1-0. Just one more win to make it to the finals.
Yeah, they're going to try to force a Game 3 here. Let's see how they've adjusted. And Tarzan, he's running Dark Harvest on this Jarvan pick. Very interesting to see.
Meanwhile, though, looks like Mad God just gonna do a little of a dance here along.
I love Ornn's dance. It's so fun to watch.
I wonder where they inspired that dance, but
I actually don't know the reference.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up later. Meanwhile, DLSUD looks like they're gonna be chill here towards the bot side. But yeah, it looks like we won't be seeing any cheeky invids.
Yeah, Mad God feels good about himself considering his performance during that previous game.
He should. I mean, if I were in his shoes, I'd be like, yeah, I had a pretty good game earlier, so feeling confident going into Game 2. But, you know, we'll just have to see. I mean, he is running an Ornn, so he won't be able... Well, then again, we have seen some Ornns just skyrocket into Oblivion as well, so I'm wondering if Mad God could kind of pull off that same feat amidst a different champion.
Well, I mean, Ornn has to pick very safe laner. You really can't bully him that much. He will have that option to shop in lane, which is very impressive. He does get free stats off of that, but whoa, Tarzan. He's sneaking up in the jungle.
Is he gonna try for it though?
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Looks like Tarzan gonna look for something. Gonna flag and drag his way in there. Will get caught by the Dark Binding though. Nope. No further aggression just yet. Meanwhile, has to be careful himself. Almost went down there.
That was a great flash from K to avoid the flag and drag combo. If that landed, he would have possibly given up first blood. So great reactions right there. Knowing that the gank was coming in, he respects the damage coming out and he flashes preemptively.
Tarzan really likes these early ganks. I mean, earlier, even on the Ezreal. I mean, but then again, of course, it is somewhat you'd expect most, especially of an Ezreal. Those early ganks with that level 2 towards mid lane, this time with the Jarvan towards bot side. Didn't lay 2 first bloods yet though, so that's definitely the trend for Tarzan here for semifinals games for him thus far. Meanwhile, Mad God and Power are going to be juking it out a bit here.
Okay, so I want to go to our previous topic before that gank happened. This matchup in the top lane, Ornn versus Gnar. It's actually very fun. You'd think Gnar would get advantages if he's in Mega Gnar. But versus Ornn, being melee, it allows Ornn to actually hit you. So if Power is in Mega Gnar form, the advantage goes over to the Ornn if they go for these trades.
Meanwhile, interesting enough, though, lingering there, trying to catch out Tarzan here. Tarzan will be able to secure his lead up quite safely, though. So no denials just yet from Tarzan, who could breathe a sigh of relief. No denials coming in from Asta. Teleport coming in from Power towards top side. Wants to balance things out with Mad God already a wave up towards his counterpart here on the upper side of the map.
Yeah, I think the early game coming from Siena College Taytay will be fairly passive considering that most of their champions rely on their ultimates in order to be effective. During this early lane phase, they just want to try and farm up, set up vision, and once they can see a collapse happen with this Galio, possibly move towards the side lane, use his ultimate, create pressure that way, and then possibly go for these wombo combo fights.
Looks like, though, for Mad God here, definitely really getting things going for him as far. Okay. But tricky here is that Mad God just really couldn't keep it up. We'll eventually have to back away because he is low on mana. But things are looking good for him thus far.
He can buy mana crystals in lane
you're right.
and get more mana off of that. It's very effective technique on Ornn.
And I mean, not just for Mad God though. Look at Arcmon in comparison to Snibby here. Snibby, 23 to 35. That's pretty huge, and we're not even 5 minutes into the game. Only hitting 5 minutes actually. So if that continues to grow, then Snibby might be in a bit of trouble there. Ooh, Dark Binding though, connecting for K. Good accuracy.
There is no flash on K!
Tarzan though, that will be the flag and drag. Luckily Dark Binding could cancel off that knockup. K taking quite a bit there. First blood goes to Babachin.
Yeah, great return gank coming from Tarzan. They're able to pick up the kill on the flash to support. Great execution, good read right there.
Things are looking pretty good. Definitely good start up here for SCT's bot lane. But then again, we have seen that similar trend earlier wherein if there's one saving grace for Sienna College of Taytay, it's yung si Babachin as well as the Soup. They're able to hold their own. But if you're going to compare it to other elements like Power, like Snibby, they haven't had the best time during game 1 against their counterparts, and it looks like it's kind of going the same trend here. But at least where Snippy here was able to close out that heavy difference that we saw earlier, 38 to 42. So at least yung medyo na-alleviate. As well as towards top side. Looks like Power is able to close out that goal difference as well. So I guess SCT showing signs of fight.
Yeah, Ornn won't have the same kill pressure that Camille has onto the Gnar. So Mad God will be forced to play a bit more passively in this lane, just try and farm up, and then once the team fights arrive, if he's able to land his Call of the Forge God onto the members of SCT, that'll be a huge win for his team.
Dark Binding will connect again. Man, look at the accuracy coming in from Kader. Just having a ball, just hitting those Dark Bindings, getting the great connects there, here and there.
We call the Dark Binding the AFK warning. Because it just lands on you and then you're not moving for a million years.
Yeah.
It just feels like you're AFK. It's the worst feeling in League, dude.
I mean, especially if you're not that type of person. I mean, we've seen a lot of these people they're excellent players, but for some reason they get tilted when they're up against a Morgana, not able to dodge between Dark Binding. So I don't know, man. We'll just have to see. Kay making pretty good work of that Morgana as far as landing those skill shots. Meanwhile, looks like both supports will start to establish vision here towards the Riverside. Take note, first dragon of the game is going to be Infernal, so that's an objective that either side definitely does not want to give up under any circumstances.
Yeah, Infernal Drake, definitely one of the most coveted Drakes in the game, no question right there, but whoa! Mad God, he has his ultimate.
Yes, Mad God, is he going to go all in onto Power? Looks like Call of the Forge God going to come in, but does not... Okay, that was a little bit anticlimactic right there.
Yeah, of course, Ornn's ultimate Call of the Forge God is very tricky ultimate to land. It's a fairly new mechanic in the game where you can knock back the skill shot. So right there, just having a bit of fun though.
Yep. But meanwhile, it's like again coming in from Tarzan towards this mid lane arc, not even feeling that, not even getting a hint of damage at all. If anything, just continues to get hits onto Snivy. Dark Binding connecting once again for Kay. We'll get a bit of damage there onto Babachin. Nothing particularly substantial though. But interesting to note, goal difference has leaned towards Archmon once again versus Snivy 61 to 78. So let's see if that will close out later on like earlier. But I don't know. I mean, with a Corki and Galio, Archmon has the upper hand as far as the range game.
Yeah, I think Corki, there's going to be a point in this game where Corki completes his 2 items, Trinity Force and possible Infinity Edge, where it just deals so much more damage in the mid game. But with that being said, Snibby will get tanky enough to deal with all of that once he gets the skill. But right now, all the pressure is on the side of DLSUD.
Without a doubt. And things happening here though. Looks like Kale does another Dark Binding. It's like every time our camera comes down your butt.
It's the AFK warning.
Yeah, there you go. Meanwhile, looks like Mad God gonna try to get a bit there onto Power, but looks like just gonna clear out the wave instead. Meanwhile, Tarzan will be getting this blue buff for himself once again.
Kind of interesting that he didn't pass it on to Snibby. It would have helped the Galio clear these waves even with even more efficiency versus the Corki and enable him to roll.
Looks like won't be spamming that much Winds of War just yet. Meanwhile, that's gonna be a triple gang coming in from DLSUD, not landing single one of their tools there. Looks like Power will be able to make a clean escape right there.
Yeah, I think with Power being in Mega Gnar form, that will dissuade the members of DLSUD from going for any further aggression because it would have risked a possible 1-for-1 trade. Because that was under tower, but whoa, Snibby.
Looks like Asta's gonna try something onto Snibby here. Archmon is making his way towards mid as well, but looks like gonna hold back for the meantime. Meanwhile, Mad God is juking out quite a bit there onto Power. Power at less than half his health, but looks like Mad God gonna take a few range hits here and there. Gonna try to initiate. Call of the Forge God is gonna come in. Does not connect onto Power. That will be the flash coming out from Power though. Mad God goes in and gets the kill. Finally, patience is a virtue for this Ornn.
Okay, that time his ultimate, he did knock it back, but with the flash from Power, it was dodged. But the flash follow from Mad God, able to secure the solo kill onto there. Very well played from him.
Yep, definitely pretty good right there. I mean, worked out for him in the end.
Yeah, now he's 1 for 2 in Ornn Ultimates.
There you go. Are we going to start a counter?
Yeah, because...
Okay, yeah, we'll start it out there. Tarzan is linkering towards the spot side. Is he going to try for something though this way? Just a little bit quicker. We got to not wanting to oversend his boundaries. Meanwhile, looks like that would pretty much be established now.
Yeah, I like the adjustment coming from Tarzan, beginning to play around his bot lane, because that's the lane that has been winning for Siena College Tai. They need to play more around his bot lane, but here's entrance. Will not find anything.
Snibby just gonna go in there to dissuade the members of DLSUD.
That is actually big for the members of DLSUD. It's a huge window burn for them because the hero's engines will be on cooldown for the next minute or so.
Oh yeah.
It relieves a lot of pressure from their side lanes, and now Snibby will just be forced to constantly clear out this wave, just like he's doing now.
Yep, just constantly. And Snibby, it's going to be tricky for him. Arcmon just bounces his way out of there. Tarzan in continuous pursuit. Take note, Snibby is low on mana, so not able to follow up that much. That is going to be a lot of damage though coming onto Tarzan. Tarzan will be forced to flash away. Looks like Arcmon going to try to flash in for the kill. Tries to get a few auto attacks here and there and takes him down. Looks like Snibby might be the next casualty though. Snibby has no tools to work with, no mana, but no further casualties just yet.
Yeah, the snipes there came in just right for Arcmon. He's able to pick up the kill from a great counter gank as well, coming from Asta. Very well played by the DLSUD jungler.
My God, continuing right there. Look at this though. The gold difference, CS difference, absolutely insane between Mad God and Power here. 63 to 92. It's really starting to manifest heavily, and that will be Infernal Drake secured by DLSUD.
And though it's very interesting during that gank where Cataclysm went down onto Arcmon. Oh,
the Forge God isn't gonna hit. That's gonna be one counter. One out of 3, man.
1 out of 3, but he still picks up the kill. But looking at a mid lane gank, very interesting. Corky's flying.
Great.
But even though Cataclysm was done, he had to Valkyrie over that terrain.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Mind blown. But meanwhile, here towards top side, Mad God clearly having a good time again. Without a doubt. I mean...
Yeah, even though he's... I think the counter should be 2 of 3 because he did knock it back.
True. Okay, so we're just gonna count the knock. Okay.
Let's just stop counting.
Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, though, things are definitely looking good here for Mad God. Is able to get good shoving here. This will limit power again. That's kind of the worrisome thing for Siena College of Tai. If the LSUD just gonna continuously get granted the opportunity to exploit whatever signs of weaknesses Siena College of Tai has been showing, especially reveal itself in game 1. Looks like it's going to be continuing thread going into game 2.
Yeah, I mean, SCT, they're trying to be proactive here, but members of the LSUD are just playing extremely well here, avoiding the possible Heroes Entrance Cataclysm combos that may come out from SCT, and I think that's experience just showing right there.
Definitely, and I don't know, man. This is going to be tricky right there. Tarzan going to get the Cataclysm and will get complimented by Hero's Entrance. By Snibby will knock him up and gets the kill finally. Yeah. Vengeance.
Why can't he fly out of that?
I don't know.
It's such an interesting interaction in the
weird
game.
Physics. Weird League of Legends physics happening, basically.
He should be able to fly out of Jarvan's ultimate. But with that being said, he is caught out without his summoners, and they're able to pick up the kill with the combo that we always see coming out, the Jarvan Galio.
Meanwhile, Mad God is continuing to dominate over Power here. Looks like Power gonna get a little bit of hits here and there, but then again, with all the armor built up for Mad God, not really gonna hurt as much as it did earlier. So, yeah, no.
Yeah, power level not really that great this game so far. He will be able to possibly pop off during this team fight. He is gonna get off Meganar though, so I don't think he's gonna look for anything here.
Vision coming in from Power right there, able to scout out Asta. That will give awareness to SCT. Okay, let's see. So, nonetheless, currently, scoreboard is sitting... I mean, I like how SCT is definitely showing signs of fight here in this game, but We'll just have to see. Looks like DLSUD. I'm seeing a lot of numbers here. Arcmon is going to go and call the forward guard. We'll get the knockup onto Power, but teleport coming in from Snibby will get cancelled out though. These are 3 members. Starting to converge. That will be the lockdown on Glacial Prison. Power goes down. That is decimation onto that Yordle.
Yeah, so much aggression coming from DLSUD. Very decisive on that dive. And Power, not respecting the Glacial Prison coming out, did not flash away. Will cost him his life, and now he's 0-3, not having the best game on this Gnar.
Nope, not at all. Game 1, didn't have the best time. Game 2, looks like it's continuing to be a trend here. And you got to feel for him, because if anything, you'd think that SCT might have wanted to shake it up a little bit for Power here, but putting him on the same champion, which he kind of struggled with against Mad God. And again, just proving to be another scenario, especially in a best of 3, wherein this second game, you can't afford any mistakes, especially for SCT. So, looks like DLSUD though is gonna try for this repair. I don't see any form of contest, so it looks like Asta gonna be getting that objective scot-free.
Yeah, but I would like to point out that SCT's comp, once it scales, it's gonna be so hard for DLSUD to team fight versus what is a Gnar Jarvan Galio. But they're just so far off from their scaling, they haven't hit their key power spikes.
Oh wow.
It just allows DLSUD to dictate the pace of the game, but that is a weird summon of the Rift.
Yeah,
actually get tower.
That's interesting in the sense that Rift Herald, you know, just after getting taken down, just casually walks into lane and takes down the third. Meanwhile, we have a fight here happening. Tarzan scratches out Mad God, but looks like we'll get hunted out as 3 members of SCT converge onto Mad God. Just so tanky though. Tarzan will be forced to flash away. Arcmon comes in for the fight though. Will complement the tankiness coming in from Mad God. Looks like we'll force the members of SCT to back away. That will be a knockup though. They're continuing to go in. Snibby will get the taunt out to Mad God, but Tarzan goes in, but gets decimated by Arcmon. Looks like the LSUD gonna go full on converge. They're gonna try to go onto who are they gonna go for? Looks like that will be Dark Mining landing onto AD carry of SCT. Double kill for Arcmon. They aren't done just yet. 3 members of SCT go down. Looks like Power is gonna be the next casualty. Triple kill for Arcmon. Wow. What? It's weird.
That got so tanky.
And it's interesting because if you're going to think about it, SCT, they could have just disengaged already. I mean, if anything, they could have gotten out of that without a single casualty, but the fact that SCT was trying to push for a response just went south for them. Instead of concurring what could have been at least a max of 1 casualty, ended in 4 casualties total, and I don't know, man, that was so awful.
Well, looks like we are going to go into the replay here, and Mad God just goes so aggressive here. Even though his Call of the Forge God did not land, he's just so tanky at this stage in the game, and it just allows Arcmon to constantly fire off these rockets and just clean up the rest of the fight.
Ah, I see what happened there. So I think what SCT was going for is that they were banking on nobody was going to respond from DLSUD, because the pathing that the rest of DLSUD went for in the midst of that fight happening was through an area wherein SCT didn't have any vision. So it was just basically a surprise for them. So that's why Tarzan went in. So basically, once he did get in and realized that DLSUD was going to go for a response, it's like, it's when he realized that things got pretty sour for him.
Yeah, and with that being said, the team fight comp loses a 5v5 team fight. Very interesting because now they're just so far down the hole. You wonder, how can they possibly come back here?
I don't know, man. Looks like the LSUD gonna try for their second dragon of the game. I don't think SCT has any way of contesting this.
Oh, resets?
Resets a bit there, but doesn't necessarily sway them from the ultimate takedown. So
yeah, Cloud Drake doesn't want to be taken down.
Nope.
Nobody wants him anymore, except for DLSUD.
Yep, yeah. At least Senpai's noticed the dragon there for sure. Oh! Looks like they're gonna go full in. Tarzan manages to lock down Wigata right there. Wigata forced to flash away, taking quite a bit of turret hits there. A heal unfortunately gets taken down by Tarzan. That will be the knockup onto Hoop though. Asta trying to deal with Snibby here. Snibby continues to converge onto the jungler. Down he goes. Mad God though looks like gonna try to seek vengeance along with K. Here comes Arcmon as well. We'll be poking from the back line here. Snibby and Hoop will try to go here. We'll try to survive under turret. in the making, but still, Hugh actually managed to survive just a bit there. One more hit and down he goes. Mad God gets the kill.
Snibby,
these are three members, and man, oh man, obliteration right there.
Yeah, DLSUD absolutely decimate the members of SCT. They're just so far ahead at this stage in the game. Their members have completed their core items. Trinity Force on this Corki. Arcmon will just dish out so much damage with all of his abilities and auto attacks during these fights.
Let's go ahead and check out the replay though. What happened there? That was a pretty long fight.
Yeah, it was DLSUD again being ahead. They can be the aggressor, and with Babachin going down this early into the fight, there's no real DPS left for the members of SCT, and just allows DLSUD to pick their target, who wants to die first, and they just clean up.
Yeah, pretty much clean up. And if you're gonna look at it, DLSUD with Mad God just so healthy, so tanky, just able to tank a lot of those hits right there. If you notice, Mad God just gonna go into the front there. But if you notice, Arcmon was actually taking some of the initial turret hits, but then again, Mad God starts tanking most of it. So pretty much a done deal for DLSUD right there.
Yeah, and the Gnar wasn't there as well. They need that Mega Gnar. They need his massive ultimate in order to deal with it. Whoa, Power goes down again, not having the best game of his life.
No combo spread. Meanwhile, SCT, Tarzan gonna try to play right there. Unfortunately, look at the damage, just gets decimated.
Yeah, that will be Baron. That's definitely Baron for the side of DLSUD, and this might be the objective that seals them the spot in the final.
Oh man, looks like they're gonna go for it. Mad God just gonna zone out any attempt from SCT if ever they do try to contest. Looks like they're just gonna have to give it up though. So, man, oh man. Oh, Snibby though, he's slowly making his way there, but I don't know if he could do anything. Tarzan as well, they're going to try to escape. That will be K getting taunted. Tarzan gets 2-man Cataclysm onto the members of DLSUD, but no! Asta manages to lock him down. Looks like 3 members of DLSUD going to converge onto Snibby, but no! They managed to take down Tarzan first. That will be the Dark Mining though. Arcmon will get the slay, but Wigato gets the kill onto the Galio. Man, oh man.
Yeah, and I think everything is just going in the favor of DLSUD at this point. They're just so far ahead. Already a 10k gold lead built up only at 22 minutes. 4 times the kills of SCT. They can just take anything on the map at this point.
Exactly, and DLSUD, this is just almost the finals, almost within their reach. Meanwhile, SCT, things are going south for them so fast. And I'm not just talking about them location-wise being South Conference, but just south as far as trying to push this into a 1-1, because so far with this lead that DLSUD has, unless they make a huge monumental mistake,
I mean, you don't want to count anyone out until the Nexus falls, but just looking at how the game is going, there's just they need a miracle if they want to come back, and SCT right now, they're praying.
Oh, Power just gonna get locked down once again. Ultimate Fruit came along with the Dark Binding. Wigato just allows Wigato to just say, throw some feathers here and there, secure the kill. Man, this is just so tricky for Power at this point. Ultimately, losing a lot of the tankiness that SCT can as far as frontline.
Yeah, I think Power is definitely having a tough time in this game.
Without a doubt. Meanwhile, looks like Asta and Arcmon will converge onto Tarzan. That will be Cataclysm locking down Arcmon, but Arcmon just so painful at this point. Snibby will try to chase down Arcmon here. Arcmon decides to converge onto Hook and manages to take him down. Double kill. Looks like Arcmon will go for Snibby now. Snibby trying to back away, gets the knock up onto the members of DLSUD, but no, he just gets collapsed on. Triple kill for DLSUD's mid laner as they converge. That will be Glacial Prison connecting onto Babachin. Quadra kill. Are we going to see the Penta? That will be the knock-up onto Power, but no! He steals it! No! I mean, happened during game 1 when he died, just when the pentakill was in grasp.
Scumbag Wigato steals the pentakill from Arcmon. I think, that's such a bad feeling.
But still, DLSUD looks like they're going to power their way. The finals, though, will be the positive in this case. There goes Nexus turret number 1. Are we going to be seeing Nexus turret number 2? Looks like they're going to go straight for the Nexus. But no, they want some kills before they end this game. Snibby gonna try to get the knock-in. Heroes entrance only.
One
Doesn't get
final
anybody. This will be the final fight indeed. Tarzan goes down. Ricardo getting the kill. Baba-chan trying to free it from the back line. Actually manages to slay down K, but that's gonna be the double kill for Ricardo in exchange. Baba-chan will rocket jump his way out of there. Hook just gets decimated. One rocket from Arcmon steering the deal. Power as well might be going down, in which case actually manages to survive with the health being regenerated by the base. Meanwhile, Arcmon
DLSUD be able to end
away. Looks like Baba-chan will manage to slay Arcmon. This game isn't done just yet. Okay, I'm just gonna have to hold back a bit right there.
I do believe though that DLSUD could have potentially ended the game there, but no, they're gonna go for more kills and it will extend the game, but really, for how long, Arctic? I think they're just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, delaying the inevitable, just letting SCT, giving them that small glitter piece of hope.
Okay, let's look at the fight, which happens from Tarzan hopping over to his wolves without ample vision of the rest of SCT. And this is very interesting. Again, he's just so squishy versus that fed Corki. And look at all this damage coming from Arcmon.
Doesn't matter how tanky those stats are. I mean, just the fact that Arcmon, with the damage that he has, with how ahead he is on this Corki, just shreds through all that tankiness. And man, oh man, I don't know, maybe DLSUD looking to give Arcmon the pentakill he deserves? We'll just have to see. It looks like it's going to be a battle of the dragon. This could be the last fight that we're seeing. K gets the kill onto Tarzan. Meanwhile, looks like Mad God just slaying the rest of SCT from the back line, and that will be the ace. DLSUD could go for the finish.
Yeah, I think that will be it. Finally, Arcade Death Timers. They're so long at this stage. It's just the Nexus left for the side of SCT, and I think this will be the final push. The ceremonial taking of the Nexus for DLSUD, which will send them into the final of the South Conference.
Indeed, it's like they're just clearing out the waves, gonna slowly walk. We'll savor the moment, but congratulations, De La Salle University, our first team from the South Conference to head into the finals. Man, oh man.
Very well played from them. Very textbook League of Legends as well. Playing really safe, not taking any risk. And I really have to credit Mad God in the top lane. He played out of his mind really during this series and really carried his team.
Definitely someone to look out for and truly well deserved. But overall that game, what went wrong? I mean, I think a lot, but what was the bigger thing that went wrong in that case?
I think SCT weren't able to play towards their win conditions, but because like we said in Champ Select, there's a massive wombo combo potential on their side. But if you aren't able to group up as 5, go for these fights, with a Galio not being able to pressure the side lanes, that win condition just gets shoved out the door.
So there you have it, guys. Once again, DLSUD will be heading into the finals. When we come back after a quick break, though, we'll be figuring out who will be facing them. I don't know, guys, but this is going to be quite the conclusion to the South Conference as we head along, but we'll be taking a quick break. Once again, we are your casters. I'm Mark Tigati, serves them with Mystery. So this is the Garena Local League 2017 Summer Tournament powered by Lenovo. Challenge what you know. We'll be right back in just a few. Knockup though, they're continuing to go in. Snibby will get the taunt out to Mad God, but Tarzan goes in, but gets decimated by Arcmon. Looks like the LSUD gonna go full on convert. They're gonna try to go onto who are they gonna go for? Looks like that will be Dark Mining landing onto AD carry of SCT. Double kill for Arcmon. They aren't done just yet. 3 members of SCT go down. Looks like Power is gonna be the next casualty. Triple kill for Arcmon. Wow, manages to lock down Wigata right there. Wigata forced to flash away, taking quite a bit of turret hits there. Heal unfortunately gets taken down by Tarzan. That will be the knockup onto Hoop though. Asta trying to deal with Snibby here. Snibby continues to converge onto the jungler. Down he goes. Mad God though looks like gonna try to seek vengeance along with K. Here comes Arcmon as well. We'll be poking from the backline here. Snibby and Hoop will try to go here. We'll try to survive under turret in the making, but still Hoop actually managed to survive just a bit. There, one more hit and down he goes. Mad God gets the kill. Snibby, these are 3 members and man, oh man, obliteration. Right? And Arcmon will converge onto Tarzan. That will be Cataclysm locking down Arcmon, but Arcmon just so painful at this point. Snibby will try to chase down Arcmon here. Arcmon decides to converge onto Hoop and manages to take him down. Double kill. Looks like Arcmon will go for Snibby now. Snibby trying to back away, gets the knock up onto the members of DLSUD, but no, he just gets collapsed on. Triple kill for DLSUD's mid laner as they converge. That will be Glacial Prison connecting onto Baba-chan. Quadra kill. Are we going to see the Penta? That will be the knockup onto Power, but
he steals it!
No. I mean,
happens during
gonna
game
try to
one
get the knock-in heroes entrance only.
One
Doesn't get
final
anybody. This will be the final fight indeed. Tarzan goes down, Mugatu getting the kill. Baba-chan trying to free it from the backline. Actually manages to slay down Gabe, but that's gonna be the double kill for Mugatu. In exchange, Baba-chan will rocket jump his way out of there. Hook just gets decimated. One rocket from Arcmon steering the deal. Power as well might be going down, in which case actually manages to survive with the health being regenerated by the base. Meanwhile, Arcmon
will DLSUD be able to end?
away. Looks like Baba-chan will manage to slay Arcmon. This game isn't done just yet. Okay, I'm just gonna have to hold back a bit. Looks like it's gonna be the Battle of the Dragon. This could be the last fight that we're seeing. Gay gets the kill onto Tarzan. Meanwhile, looks like Mad God just slaying the rest of SCT from the back line, and that will be the ace. DLSUD could go for the finish.
Yeah, I think conference.
It's like they're just clearing out the waves, gonna slowly walk. We'll savor the moment, but congratulations, De La Salle University, our first team from the South Conference to head into the finals. Man, oh man.
Very well played from them, very textbookly.
Not enough Garena shells to buy the latest League of Legends skin? On sale now? Get shells anytime, anywhere with your Globe or Touch mobile number. Go to gamer.com.ph and sign up with your mobile number and enter the verification code you will receive via SMS. Log in and choose the game and pin you want. Check out to purchase the pin with your load or through your postpaid account and receive the pin on your phone instantly. Never miss a sale on your favorite League of Legends skins and champions with Gamer.